Yeah, you know what they say, a bad day of farming is better than a good day of work, so where else would you rather start your day? Hold on. Morning, mate.
Hello, Fergus.
Really excited to see you.
Hi.
What a life. Probably should be videoing me, really.
That will stay on. Uh-oh. I think you have to lift everything like underneath if you can.
Farming!
You lucky little cow. He's so excited. Up for a little walk, Fergus. How exciting.
Go! Run free!
Oh, what? Did he break the bucket?
You worked out how to get the bucket clear. No. Yeah.
It's completely broken. Fergus.
Look at that. Good job.
Fergus. You broke your bucket. What are we going to use for walks now? I think they just hear the sound of the motorbike and they know it's hay coming. Fergus. Good boy.
He's really hungry.
Oh, good. Fluffy.
Well guys, tomorrow is race day for me, which means it's shave down day today. I know some of you think it's quite weird that swimmers have to shave down, but we obviously want to be pretty aquadynamic when we're in the water, so we don't want any hairs slowing us down or getting in the way. So the facial hair's going, all the hairs on my body is going, and this is my process. I like to get myself a nice bucket of water, get the shaving cream out, get my razor out to make sure it's right to the skin, get to sit in front of the fire, which is fantastic. This is a process that I do hate about swimming, but has to be done if I want to swim fast. So yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of hours. At least I get to do it in the lounge room, which is a win.
I wish I could whistle.
Major fail.
That was actually pretty good effort for me.
Really?
I'm not a whistler.
Gotta be a whistler as a farmer. Nice and lathered up. I only like to go to about there because that's where my race suit's going to fit, so I don't want to have to go any higher than I have to. My least favourite thing about being a swimmer is having to do a shave down, but everyone does it, so I don't want to be the only one that doesn't and it's holding me back. I'd hate to stand on the blocks tomorrow and know that I haven't shaved down, so just get it done, suck it up. The one good thing about shaving down is it actually makes my tattoos pop, so there's some pretty good tattoos getting around on my legs and they look so much better when there's no hair on top of them.
We'll do a run through of the tattoos one day, I reckon.
Yeah, one day. Once I realise what they all mean.
A bit of mobility training.
Feel lucky or flexible, not going too well. An absolute hack job as well. I'm sure people that shave down regularly will probably be cringing trying to watch this. I'm pretty sure this is not how it's done. Girls who shave down regularly, boys who shave down regularly, whoever it might be, I'm pretty sure they do it in the shower. Not like this. Anyway, normally I'm overseas and have a roommate, and the bathrooms are normally really small in some of the hotels we stay in, so we've always found it to be an easier solution just to do it this way rather than using all the water in a shower or something. Be water efficient.
And we're running completely off rainwater too, so.
We have to be water conscious up here.
Yep.
I say I don't care, but then I get really paranoid about missing one little hair on my body. Again, don't want that being in my mind while I'm on the blocks thinking, oh damn it, there's a hair.
Damn it, one hair. There goes the race.
There goes my 50 freestyle chances. Alright, pretty happy with that. That's one leg down, and we'll start the second leg, repeat the process. One leg down, one leg down. Gotta do the arms, gotta do the chest, gotta do the underarms, etc, etc. You know the drill, every hair comes off the body. Now, I wonder how many times I had to shave down. Like, if you do trials each year, then the major competition there's at least twice. Sometimes the major competition goes for 9 days, so you've got to re-shave down during that 9 days. So say 3 times a year, then whatever happens at the end of the year, whether it's World Short Course, World Cups, you kind of shave down for each of them. I remember racing in Europe doing 13 competitions across 13 weeks, so I shaved down 13 times. It was the worst. But by the end of it, I was quite good with it.
Hello, Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg is now seen because I have such hairy legs. You've never seen that tattoo. One of my most proud tattoos I've got on my body.
It's a full workout.
It is. You're cramping in my body after this. Alright, legs done.
You got some on your chin.
It's proving to be a little bit harder than normal because I've got such bigger muscles than I normally would now. There's a little bit more skin to cover with the razor. It's taking a bit longer. Normally the arms are a quick easy job because I don't get much hair.
But now with all the muscle and all the testosterone just pumping.
All the pre-race testosterone flowing through. My muscles pump. Can't forget those shoulders hairs.
Yeah, that's a second.
When I was doing a photo shoot a couple of days ago, the chick that was doing the photo shoot, I'm not gonna name names, she said to me that, she said, oh, are you gonna shave your face? And I said, yeah, probably. She said, excuse me, Mollis. She said to me, yeah, I read this interview with Michael Phelps once. He said that when he shaved his face, he swam 2 seconds faster. Swimmers can just say whatever they want and the public believe that, like Michael Phelps saying he ate 30,000 calories a day or something. And people actually believing that's quite funny, that.
We should actually test that. What can we test that with?
You can't. It would be like 0.001 of a second, I reckon.
No, just test it with like, what can we say?
Oh yeah, true.
And make the public believe.
That patting your cow in the morning boosts your testosterone and allows you to swim, world record pace for the first 15 because your testosterone's so boosted.
Let's just wait until we actually get into Highland cow breeding, and then we can put that out.
Yeah.
And the market will just skyrocket.
Boom. Everyone wants a cow.
Yeah.
They do really well in suburban backyards.
Or pool deck therapy, Highland cows.
They are therapy. It is funny what people will believe in me. Moral of the story, don't believe everything you read or see. Unless Michael Phelps' beard went down to his ankles. Michael, I know you're a massive fan of the channel, so if you're watching this, mate, can you let us know?
Puff that chest out.
It is out. Alright, that's probably enough chest hairs. I want to make sure I keep some on so I've got somewhere to go when I get some world champs. Something I've been waiting for quite a while is to get rid of this facial hair, because as you can see there's quite a few little greys in there coming in. I'm getting old. Struggling to cut through, it's that thick. Get some scissors out.
You look like a different person. So funny.
The hair's put up in my eye. And in my mouth.
Yummy. I think, yes, it's a bit of hair, but it's also a lot of confidence in the mo.
So keep the mo?
So keep the mo.
If you guys have been following along for a while, I do like to race with a mo, so I reckon I will keep it. I've always told people that it keeps water out of my mouth, that's my excuse, but that's not true. There's another thing of not to believe everything you read.
If you don't want to be a swimmer anymore, this could be your application as a barber.
Yeah, I do like this. The other good thing is one of my really best mates, Ash Delaney, he's rocking a moustache at the moment as a coach. He's 40 very soon and he's finally able to grow a moustache, so I'm kind of standing in solidarity with him. That's the word. And also my friend Isaac Cooper has one, so.
By the way, this is our newest Highland cows on the wall. If you couldn't already tell that we're a bit obsessed, you can see them in the background.
Alright, I'm packing my bag. Yes, I'm 27 years old, almost 27 years old, but I always pack my bag the night before just to ensure that I've got everything. So, start off, my land essentials. I've got my TheraBand, that goes in, massage ball, skipping rope. Got to get the heart rate up in that activation. I then get in the pool, so I need some training bathers obviously. Take a few options. Pool's probably a bit excessive. I need a couple of training caps and training goggles to wear, so they're in there. Obviously a towel is very important, so we'll put that in next. I then have my racing cap options. I've got two colours for this competition, the black and gold, and then I've got the white, pink and blue. They're in there. Racing suit, this is one that I've worn previously, so I'll put that in there to wear in the heat tomorrow morning because I know that it's already slightly stretched and ready to go. A couple more racing suits. I like to bring 3 at least. Sorry, I'm going back a few steps, but this is for my warm-up. It's my parachute, which I'll use when I warm up. Goes in the bag. New pair of goggles for racing. Banana, always have to have a banana pre-race, so the banana goes in. Red frogs, I like snacking on them at the pool. Bit of sugar. That goes in the front pocket with my asthma buffer. I'm an asthmatic. Vicks inhaler, which will open my nostrils up pre-race. Hydrolyte for my water. That is my backpack. I've got my accreditation here, ready to go to the pool in the morning and race. Don't have to worry about thinking about it when I wake up, do it first thing in the morning. So that's a trick of mine, pack the night before. One last thing, very important, have a protein shake or some sort of protein post-race. So as soon as I get out of my race, before I start my cool down, always suck down a protein shake. If you're too young and don't drink protein, I'd suggest chocolate milk or a protein bar or a muesli bar that's got some protein in it, but it's something to start that recovery process. So that goes in there too. Got my new deck parka that Will Yang at New PB provided me with for this competition, which I think looks pretty cool. I've just been outside walking with dogs, that's why I've got it on. It's nice and warm in here by the fire, but freezing cold outside. So I really think I've got everything. So I like to do a little bit of a check as well. Got my racing suit, racing cap, racing goggles, training bathers, training cap and goggles. Obviously very important, and the rest is just bonuses, I guess. So got my banana, and I'm ready to rock and roll. Just taking you through what I have for breakfast on race day. I've got myself 2 passion fruit chabanis, which I have every single day. I buy out Woolworths whenever there's
plenty in stock. I'll buy about 20 at a time because that's what I have for breakfast every day. And I've got my Carmen's muesli mixed in there. Normally I'd like to have some blackberries on top, but unfortunately I'm all out of blackberries, which is really professional of me on race day. I've got a nice little coffee here, just a coffee, just a little pick-me-up this morning for the heat. I'll come home and nap before the final and take plenty of caffeine before the final tonight. So this coffee's just to get the juices flowing a little bit to ensure that I progress from the heat into the finals. This is my morning breakfast that I have, like I said, not only race day, but also every day of the week. I think it's pretty important to try and stick to foods that you trust and know work for you. I know that this works for me every day in training, so I trust it and I know it's going to work for me today when I race. So breakfast for me is getting done and we will be heading to the pool shortly to race the heat.
Last preparation before heading to heats.
Feed the cows and the sheep.
Oh! Celery is scary.
Save the celery for tomorrow. Come on, eat the celery. Good boy, eat the celery. No one wants to eat the celery.
That's just about the biggest reception we've heard all week. We poised for something remarkable.
Take your marks.
The world champ from 2023 in the water. Made a good start to swim away and win in front of his home fans because this is Kyle's house. 47 points.
I am down here with King Kyle. Kyle, fastest time this season, doing it in front of a home crowd. What does this mean?
I think it might be a little bit slower than what I was in Norway actually. So second fastest, but fastest time in Australia I've ever done. So super happy with that.
What does it mean to have a stadium full of people cheering you on, to have your fiance, your little unborn baby? What does that mean to you?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's so good coming out, being able to spot some familiar faces up in the crowd, and it's a massive crowd here tonight, so it makes it a whole lot easier for me to do my job when there's so much support in the stands.
Just give us a little glimpse into farm life. You've moved into farm life. It was reptiles, now it's farm. Give us a taste of what that's like.
Yeah, it's the best. I mean, I get to come to the pool for a couple hours in the morning and then we get to go home and spend time on the farm and, yeah, I guess patting the cow and feeding the sheep and just enjoying life like I'm in a really great spot. So I'm excited to get back up to the farm tonight, and wake up in my own bed tomorrow morning and do some farm work before racing the 50 butterfly Saturday.
Well, sheep got to be fed. Congratulations, boys, on the Plains Singapore race. Over to you.